On today's adventure, we will be bushwhacking,
We're getting closer.
finding the unexpected, and going through pain.
Hey guys, welcome to another adventure. Today, we'll be heading out on that mesa. We just pulled off the road by these rocks for a view. There's a couple interesting things on that mesa. So the first interesting thing we're going to is right up there, just following this road. We're almost there. So this is the top of that mesa we were looking down on. I don't want to give the name of it because it would give out the location. But that viewpoint we were just at, somewhere over there. So we're hiking back to the car through the woodland of oaks and on to our next destination. And just along the road here, there's a puffball mushroom. So we're at the next interesting place. So first, there is a historic wall in this meadow. It's like a corral or something. And it ends right here. And just up the road, right ahead there's some other things to check out. And in this volcanic dirt, there seems to be a lot of crystals. So this is the next place. They're historic apple trees that are over 100 years old. It's a big orchard with maybe 10 or 15 trees. And the biggest one is over there.
When the area was discovered by gold miners in the 1860s, many homesteads were established in these remote mountains.
So this is the biggest one.
Records from the 1870s showed that apple orchards were planted to supply apples to mining towns. Some of these abandoned orchards are still in our national forests. These historic trees still produce apples. These apples were both cider apples and eating apples. Some 16,000 apple varieties existed in the 1800s. Pioneers brought seedlings in wagons and cleverly planted them along creeks without any irrigation in Arizona.
So we're at our final destination. It's on top of that butte right there. So first we're walking down this road, and then we're gonna bushwhack and scramble up the butte. So we just turned off the road, and we're just bushwhacking our way first around these rocks, and then we'll go up to the mesa, and then to the very end of it, where there's something that I saw on Google Earth.
So to give you an idea of where we're going, when I was exploring the mesas on Google Earth, I saw this butte that was sticking out of the mesa, so I followed it to the end of the ridge. And at the end, I noticed something. It looked like a wall, but I could be wrong. Also, at the end of this ridge, it looked like the point of an arrowhead. Not knowing what this was or if we could even get there, we continued on. We utilized this ridge to access the butte. There were some sketchy parts, but the view was amazing.
So that's looking back at the ridge. Looks like there's some stormy weather over there. We're almost at the top of the butte, but we still have to go across it to the very end. So we just reached the mesa, and now we just need to go across it for about half a mile.
As we were approaching this site, I kept wondering about the history of this area. These remote mountains were inhabited by Apache tribes of hunter-gatherers. Before Apache people, Hohokam people had villages here, hunting deer and turkey and gathering acorns.
So you can see these agave sharp at the end. But those chew marks are from javelina. We're getting closer.
This mountain range holds the distinction of being one of the most mineralized ranges in the world. It has been mined for gold and silver since the 1800s.
So we can finally see the wall. But we still have to go through all of these bushes. It's endless. It looks like a defensive wall because it stretches across the sides of the cliffs. And it just drops off. Not seeing any petroglyphs yet. The wall right here is well above me, so it's probably 6 feet tall. And some of these rocks, I mean, they're just heavy. You would need multiple different people to place them. So you can see how they built right to the edge. Oh, that's weird. See that little house down there?
I was surprised to see a house in such a remote location. This could be a historic building.
The wall on this side is even taller. But we're not seeing any pottery sherds yet. The camera doesn't show just how tall this is and how big these rocks are. And again, right to the edge. So just to show you, that is probably 400 feet down. Straight down. And they built right to the edge. So this has to be some sort of defensive structure. So this is interesting. 1933 and 1930. But please do not carve into the rocks.
It is very important to be respectful to these places so others can enjoy them. From 1863 to 1873, a war between gold prospectors moving into the area and local Apaches was happening. This giant wall could have been one of the Apache holdouts. On the north side there was very thick lichen, and on the south side there was none. So you can tell that this was stacked a very long time ago.
And it's interesting because the wall goes across, but then it also blocks off this side. And this is the only side without sheer cliffs. So that's the reason why they blocked it off. Right there you can see 1902 or 1907. So it's extremely windy up here, so we'll have to head back. But thanks for watching, and also let me know what your favorite part was in the comments.